One last look at our room. One of the most dimly lit, poorly planned out hotel rooms we've ever stayed in. Check out that in the show notes below. But we're heading out, heading back up to Georgia. We got an 8-hour drive. Heading out. That's the historic Saint Augustine parking garage across the way. One of the benefits of this hotel was definitely the location. And that was about it.
Yeah, but the room, unfortunately, just got so hot at night that even I was sweating.
Yeah, was not. And again, check the full review out in the show notes below. It was a interesting room. A lot of decisions were made, and I don't think any of them good.
Yeah, so we're on the road.
We're on the road. First stop of the day. Macy almost missed it. I think this is... Oh, it is an entrance. That's a weird entrance. Wawa. This is our second favorite stop in Florida, with Buc-ee's being, of course, the numero uno. Still technically in Florida, because this is the last exit, but this is the last exit of Florida. What's up with the new slogan, the free state? Like, it should be the Sunshine State. Don't try to be the free state. You're not free here. I saw all the toll roads and the red light cameras. That in itself makes you not a free state.
There's the welcome to Georgia sign.
Welcome
To Georgia.
to Georgia. Georgia Welcome Center, half a mile.
Never been in the Georgia Welcome Center.
I could always go this time.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Here's our view from the car for the last 30 minutes. It's just been nothing. Just trees, and more trees. Yeah. What you been thinking about it?
I think it's boring, personally. We've been gone for almost a week, 6 days, and just ready to be back home, because we'll be home for about another 5-6 days, and then it's time to hit the road again. So that's our life. We're just always on the go, which I love, but sometimes when you get to the end of the trip, you're just kind of like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm ready to be where I need to be. So enjoy the journey, but we still got about 70 miles till Savannah, give or take.
We're just driving. We actually just drove past New Brunswick. We saw a bunch of Buc-ee signs, and we're like, that's weird. 245 miles, and then they had like 4 signs in a row that were Buc-ee's that were for the 245 miles away, which we think is South Carolina. We've been there. Check that in the show notes. But then we drove past.
They're building a new Buc-ee's. We're right around mile marker 43.
Yeah. And it looks, the outside of the store is pretty much done. They already have the stars painted on it and everything.
Did you count how many stars? We
I
have a
did
theory.
I did not count how many stars. But it looked like the outside was almost done. So they got to be pretty close to opening.
That's pretty cool. So, maybe when we do our next trip, when we go back and we hit Savannah and Jekyll Island and all the other places out here, maybe that Buc-ee's will be open, or we'll get to try a new Buc-ee's.
Yeah, hopefully. Discovering new things on our road trip this time.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got about 2 hours and 50 minutes left. This is not the way we were supposed to go. The GPS is just taking us a weird way. It's like somehow avoid highways that got selected middle of the day, and we've just been avoiding highways. So where was the original route supposed to take us, Nancy?
It was supposed to take us through Macon and then on 75, and instead it took us up past Savannah, which whatever, and then it took us on 16, okay, and then we got close to Macon and it was like, no, get off here. So and ever since then we've been on Backroads going at sometimes 35 miles an hour.
Yeah, we went through some construction zones. We've barely passed any gas stations or anything. It's just been a lot of cotton fields
and nothing
and trees, and that's about it.
And maybe on a different day I could appreciate this, but not today because I just wanted to get home. And it just keeps ticking. Like, the clock just keeps ticking.
We're getting closer. We have 128 miles left. 2 hours and 45 minutes is what it says. So, we'll be home soon. We just passed a little airport. Tiny, tiny airport.
Yeah, we're going through Athens now.
Yeah, we're kind of like on the outskirts. It's been interesting, but not much to show you from a perspective. Again, we thought we were going to hit Macon and go up 75, so we'd be able to do some stops there, but that just didn't work out.
No, just fields. Lots of cotton fields.
Lots of cotton fields. Finally made it to something pretty, as Nancy would say.
Stacey did say.
Nancy did say. Yeah, look at the trees. They're starting to turn. Get some nice yellows, a little bit of oranges, reds, the greens. Some of the greens will never turn.
It's definitely the prettiest time to be up here.
Yeah.
Let it pretty. Well, we still got a little less than an hour.
Yeah, but we're getting there. So we're listening to some Halloween music on our drive home, but I figured I would note this. We tried these Lutz Ripples and their fried dill pickles. We got them this morning because the Wawa people messed up our order so bad. They gave us some free chips, and that's what we picked. We tried them. They are very pickly. They're not bad either.
Yeah, they taste like pickle brine, like genuine pickle brine.
Yeah, I feel like if you had them with like a sandwich, and if you like pickles, obviously you have to like pickles too. I think it would go really well with it.
The other ones were the voodoo chips. They were like a Cajun dill, I think.
So we got a Cajun dill gator taters.
And those I didn't think were as good.
I liked them if you like just a generic chip. I feel like they're more of just a generic chip. They had a very slight hint of dill to them, but it's just a potato chip. There wasn't much else to it flavor-wise.
I'm just really honestly blown away by how much the leaves changed in the 6 days we were gone.
Yeah, it's looking really nice out here. As I said, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Look at all the color.
Yeah.
So much color.
Look at that out there. Oh.
And then you get like the occasional like little peaks of sunshine through it. Alright guys, let's hope this guy goes left. No, he's gonna go right. Of course he is.
Yeah, he's like braking on every corner. It's starting to get a little dark, but here's old Helen. I like the little guy, the pumpkin dude. Dude.
So Oktoberfest is still going on.
Yeah.
For a few more days. And we're gonna actually go around past the mini golf.
Yeah, we're gonna go past the mini golf where we played mini golf the day we came over to enjoy Oktoberfest.
It was fun. I liked it.
Yeah.
They're already getting ready for Christmas.
Yeah, they are. We'll be back at Christmas to show some of the Christmas lights. There's mini golf. That's the one we played. When we come back for Christmas, there's a Pirates Cove we'll probably check out.
Yeah.
And I always think it's interesting. So it's a wannabe Bavarian town, and there's literally ordinances so that if you own a business or anything on this strip, it has to be in the Bavarian sort of architecture.
Yeah. And if you guys like cuckoo clocks, there's a cuckoo clock store over here.
Yep.
And then apparently it looks like it says Bavarian Mini Golf and Arcade. So there's another mini golf over here that we haven't done yet.
Yeah. It's a very touristy town. It's kind of like Saint Augustine, just in the mountains.
We like it. We come down here every once in a while.
Yeah, this isn't the main strip. This is sort of like the secondary area with hotels and stuff.
No, pumpkins.
Yeah.
All the people getting ready for Oktoberfest. I bet they're all heading down to the hall.
The Festa Hall. I saw that guy. He had his cup already.
He's ready to go.
Yeah.
Ready to get some beer drinking on. And people really dress up for this. And you guys should check out that video.
Yeah, it's a whole vibe for the Oktoberfest thing. a whole vibe.
I personally like the chocolate store that's down here. It's like one of my favorite places to stop. And we ate at the troll place down here too, and that was actually really good as well.
Yeah, it was tasty.
So
underneath the Castle Inn is the Troll Tavern, and it's really good. It's right on the water. And here is the city. People jaywalking, and then people actually crossing the street in the distance where you're supposed to.
We're gonna do a stay down here. Maybe we'll do it for the Christmas lights. Come down here. But,
yeah.
We'll definitely do like a hotel review for you guys. Try and find one that looks promising. Sasquatch.
Sasquatchian self. Drinking a beer.
It's a very walkable city.
Yeah.
They got cabins. They got campgrounds. And this is a Monday night, so definitely got some people out and about getting their schnitzels. Hoffers. There's supposed to be a Christmas store over here too that we haven't checked out. They were under renovation.
Yeah, it's over to the left here. A little bit past where we were.
Windmill Inn.
And there's the IGA.
That place is pretty cool inside.
Yeah, it is awesome inside. And it's supposed to have good sandwiches. If we stay here, we'll definitely try those too. And that's the main strip, and then we're kind of back to the outskirts again. There's a rock place on this outside, some tubing stuff.
Yeah, it's a neat town. There's another
tent setup.
Maybe Sol de Janeiro. That's everything.
Yeah, there's another beer garden over there.
Yeah, there's one in that town square area. There's that one. That's kind of it.
That's all your messages.
We made it home from our trip. The trip was a little less exciting than we thought it was going to be. We thought it was going to take us on a different route, so we thought we'd have more to show you all. But it just kind of went the way it went. Nacy was really stressed out because she was worried about all these back roads, so she's already asleep. And I'm about to go grab some sleep too. But tomorrow we have a full day of filming the podcast. So we're going to take you behind the scenes tomorrow too in this video. One thing, I'm excited because we got an actual space. We talked with the library a couple weeks ago. They said this space was available and a perfect space to do a podcast. So we're going to head over there tomorrow morning, very early. And we're going to have basically a full day of filming a podcast. So I'm going to show you the behind the scenes of what a podcast looks like. So stay tuned. Early morning, heading to the library. Get our podcast done. Nice and sunny roads, dirty windshields. After coming here last week, talking with them about it, and now we show up today, and I emailed them to question, make sure it was okay. They've changed the rules on the room, and it's of no value for a podcast now. We came in about a week ago, and I asked to make sure if we could film a podcast in here, close the door, would it be quiet? They said, yeah, this room. And now we can't close the door, and people can come and go as they please. What a mess. A little bit more on that story that I was talking a little bit about in the room. So we stopped by here about a week ago, right before we left. Talked with the front desk lady and asked, hey, we have a podcast. We're looking for a private room. Do you have any here? And she's like, oh, yeah, you can use that the room up front. They call it a community room. And we're like, so we can close the doors? Yeah, that should be no problem. What are you going to do? And I'm like, just a podcast. Oh, yeah, that's no problem. No problem. So then I wrote a letter to the managing person because I couldn't find where. Supposedly we were supposed to go online and schedule it. So I went in there, found the person I was supposed to write. I'm like, hey, it said the same thing to them. We're filming a podcast. I just need a private space. Someone at the library said that this room would be available some days of the week. I just have to sign up on the calendar. So I go look up the calendar. I can't find it. She's like, oh, you just have to do this, this, and this. It wasn't that hard. But all that stuff was set up front. We get there this morning. Go in to talk to the lady at the front. The lady at the front doesn't even talk to me. I don't know if she doesn't talk at all or what, but extremely shy. And I'm just like, hey, I'm just here to use the community room. She's like all fumbling around. I'm like, is it just the room up front? She's like, yeah. And she just shakes her head. She doesn't say yeah or anything. Go into the community room, start setting up. Got interrupted like 3 times by people coming in there. And I'm like, well, this is interesting. but not a big deal. We weren't set up yet, so no big deal. Then I forgot keys to the case. So Nancy had to run back and get the keys to the case. And while she was gone, this other lady, larger lady, comes in the room and she's like, hey, so just so you know, we can't stop people from walking in and out of this room. And I'm like, what? We can't stop people walking in and out of this room. The room's completely separate from the library. You don't have to go into the room to get to the library. It's literally right to go to the library, left to go to this room. So there's no reason people would be going in this room. And I'm like, okay, but I can close the doors, right? And oh, you can close one of them. You can't close both of them. We have to have one of them open during operating hours. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, so anybody can just walk in and out of here as we're filming? Yeah. Cool. So you lied to me for a week straight about this room, and then I get here and all of a sudden you don't want us here? It's clear they didn't want us here the whole time. They just couldn't put it in writing because obviously that would be something you can easily follow up on. So instead they make you show up, pretend like you can do it, and then, oh, well, you can't really do that here.
Yeah, there was... When we came in and we asked about this specifically, they had offered us other rooms, and I said, okay, well, do they have doors? Because we need a quiet space. And they were like, no, those rooms don't have doors. And I was like, okay, do you have a space that has doors? And that's when they told us that this community room sometimes is available and that we could use that. Like, we prefaced it with the fact that we needed a quiet space and doors. Otherwise, we would have just used the other rooms that they had that are just like these open spaces.
Yeah, welcome to the mountains, y'all.
It's definitely really frustrating, so we're going to head back to the house and continue using the space we have till we find a new space.
Yeah, we might stop by. There's a town's library that said they had quiet rooms. We'll run in there and check that out, too. It's weird because, again, I used to work here. I know that's a lie. Like, I've closed the doors. We've had meetings inside the doors. I worked for an organization that the information was basically confidential and need to know, and we could have meetings here and close the door. So everything she said was a lie. We've worked here before as a nonprofit. It's just ridiculous. It's the mountains, y'all. They pretend to be nice. Some people up here pretend to be nice, and it's just a front to whatever it is. Frustrated, a little tired, but we're gonna go check one more library out first, and then if that doesn't work, I guess we'll have to head home. So we were on our next adventure, but in editing this video, I realized that in our frustration, we did not film an outro. So we're on our next adventure in Atlanta, so if you want to see all that stuff, definitely subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be going to some Christmas lights and holiday lights down here, as well as some other things that we're planning. And we are heading to Bentonville, Arkansas, where we're gonna go to some innovative Walmarts. And I know that doesn't sound as interesting as it really was, so definitely subscribe to see those videos too. But as for this video, it was an absolute frustration. We were planning on doing behind the scenes of our podcast and showing you guys a bunch of stuff about how that works and how we film it and what it looks like and all that fun stuff. But the library lied to us. It was absolutely a horrible experience. The people afterwards, we've written 2 people so far. One was kind of nice. The other one has just been a total jerk and stopped responding to our emails when we're like, why were we told we could and now we can't? So it's a mess. We're going to continue pursuing that, but that's nothing you all have to worry about. We're just sad we didn't get to take you along on that adventure. I really wanted to show you the behind the scenes. When we go to the other place to film, we really have to film fast because we're kind of constrained by time. So we're literally doing shorts and then the full thing and then shorts and then the full thing, just trying to get it finished and as good as we can in the limited time that we have in that space. So we're sorry we couldn't show you that, but really it's a rush when we're there. Hopefully we'll find a better space soon, or we're considering renting or buying one too in the future. So if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see all of our awesome content coming up and all the stuff that we do around the United States. And ring that notification bell so you get notified when we do at least 3 videos a week. And as we always say, we'll come and get you for the next one. Ain't that the truth? Baby Ruth. Bye, everybody.
We just wanted to take a moment to thank you guys for watching this video. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, would you please consider hitting that subscribe button, as it helps us reach a wider audience and helps our channel grow even further. To those of you who are already subscribed to the channel, we just wanted to say a huge thank you for always being there and supporting our channel. We cannot wait to take you guys on our next adventure, so we'll see you guys in the next one.